Hello everyone, my name is Kurmanova Saya.
My name is Zaiken.
My name is Isulu and we are the students of 11B.
And today we want to talk about the most pressing problem in our society, in our country. Alıp kaçu. Kız alıp kaçu, in translation from Kazakh language, means to run away with the bride or kidnap the bride. This ancient custom exists not only in Kazakhstan but also in Central Asian countries and also African continent. Every year, 5,000 girls and more are abducted in Kazakhstan, especially in the south regions of the country. In these regions, love is out of the question, and the girl is forced to marry the kidnapper. Have you ever heard of this? What's that? It's an outdated ancient custom or a crime?
Most of the people contemplate this issue as a normal action for the bride and the groom to be married and create a new family. However, this tradition totally contradicts Sustainable Development's fifth goal, which supports women's and girls' right to live freely without violence, discrimination, and act against their human rights. Because in reality it forces representatives of female gender to marry the unknown man by violation, emotional pressure and stating that it is shame not to respect tradition of your nation and culture. In addition, there are also some cases when even the parents of the bride's side doesn't show opposition to the marriage of their daughter to the unknown man, resulting in the woman's right to be completely restrained. In 2016, Organization for Protection of Women's Rights informed that annually 5,000 girls and more were stolen in the country, but they are only known cases. Most of the victims doesn't report, they're just scared and humiliated. In 2018, the socialist Serik Bisimbayev held a survey to get information from Kazakh men what they thought about bride kidnapping tradition in the country. Results show that every third man between 15 and 29 years old doesn't consider bad things in kidnapping the bride against her will. To ensure the protection of the rights of children and women, the public figure and researcher of legislation, Asya Khairulina, explained that the ignorance and violence from the men's side is the main cause of it. When a groom decides to kidnap the girl with his friends or relatives, he doesn't even realize his action as an act against women's rights or crime for kidnapping and threatening the person.
Al-Qashu is a greater problem than harassment, physical or mental violence. Thus, it should be addressed exigently. All women should learn to share their experience, not to feel fear or shame of their harsh reality. Intrinsically, it is the goal of Facebook page, Не молчи, which translates as Don't Keep Quiet. Do not allow the pressure of patriarchal capitalistic society to impinge on you, your life, your future. Do not let it ruin you. If you encounter horrible thing as violence, be open to tell others about it. Never keep your mouth shut. It can destroy you from inside. Be honest and always brave. Even one person and their action can change the world. If it's not you, never ignore this kind of issues. Incontrovertibly, combating and challenging stereotypes is arduous task, but only it can help us to achieve sustainable development goals. We should discuss social injustice openly and try to combat in collaboration as citizens and government. It is hard to stay for female rights when our sexist traditions contradict that idea by presenting the place of two genders in society. Man is always better. Archaic opinions should not defile alternative views, organic and sustainable views. National cognition should never violate basic human rights. Just be flexible. The other solution, which can be used in the process of achieving main goal, is to create new laws. For instance, in Kyrgyzstan, people accused of al-Qashu are punished by 10 years in jail. It is also about reinforcing police system. We know that only paucity of women tell police about their experience. But it is not only problem. Imagine if 5% of all cases are told to police, only few of them are solved. So, what is the point? In conclusion, We should say that the dialogue on the role of women, on the problem of sexism and domestic violence in Kazakhstan must continue. Today, for the majority of Kazakhstan people, feminist ideas are something bizarre or even extraterrestrial. So, the pivotal task for now is not only to talk about the status of women, but also to try to change the state of affairs in practice.
It's necessary to build as many houses for mother and the child as possible so that victims of violence could find support and a shelter in difficult times for them. The police shouldn't ignore when a woman asks for help as a victim of violence. Our main task is to raise a generation with the right thinking, so it's worth conducting educational activities with children at school. We hope this information was helpful to you. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye, everyone.